This club's not just for some. All friends, one family, together we are one.
Meeting is being recorded. They gave me an opportunity to leave, which they haven't done before.
Did they?
Yeah, they're like, you can leave now if you want.
I was really surprised. Like, I didn't.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Very strange. Anyway, it's recording. Apparently.
Is it?
So-
Oh, it is. Yeah, we're back. Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. We cut this and just start again, or
Nah.
I'm still laughing at
People,
Hotel California here.
yeah, people don't need the edits. All right. Well, boys, what's the crack?
how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Good.
I've been in a better mood today than I was the last 4 days.
I was dreading this week's episode after the first game of the weekend and after the second game of the weekend. I'm quite happy to be here.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Like, eventually, yeah. Speaking of the show, what's our run order? Master of Ceremonies.
Running order, yes. FHTV Weekly, episode 11. We have the 500 club draw as usual. The fourth draw for me. There's highlights from 2 games this weekend. First of all, with the highlights from Drogheda, and we got an interview with Mark Russell after it as well, which will show, which turned out to be a pretty inspired interview because it drove them on to the next highlight segment, which is Waterford last night, and yeah.
Are you taking responsibility for the inspired performance against?
Well, we'll give that to Mark Russell.
I wasn't sure who's taking credit for this. You or Mark Russell?
Not
Okay.
publicly, at least. You know, like.
I mean, now
what else-
maybe,
what
but
else-
yeah.
what else?
Go on.
We have we have Donegal Tunde, which will make a bit more sense as it comes up.
Yeah.
This is what I have written down, so that
Yeah, all will be revealed.
all will
Yeah.
be revealed. And
We didn't look around Donegal to find someone who looks like Tunde and named in Tunde Donegal or something like that, because that's what it sounds like we've done.
what do you call it? That the Senegal Jimmy that the Jimmy's winning matches thing came from.
Yeah, no, we didn't do that.
No, we didn't do that. But lastly, then we have a preview of this weekend's game against Sligo, which is the final game before the mid-season break. So yeah,
Stuff.
Sounds great.
Let's go. 500 club.
action-packed show. So yeah, let's kick it off with the 500 club draw.
Hi folks, welcome to the 4th 500 club draw and final one for May 2021. Making the draw with me this week at the Finn Harps v Drogheda game here is Finn Harps marketing director Aidan Campbell. Aidan, give that drum a wee spin there for me and pull somebody out for €300. So what is it? Number 51, which that doesn't spin on me there. Number 51 is Noel Harvey from Letterkenny. And close her up with another spin. Now for second prize of €100.
149.
149 blue. Belongs to James Henderson from Inver. And one more for €100. The last winner for me is
38.
38. David McElwee in Moyle and Milford. David won for the first time in 17 years last week, and he's come out for €100 again this week. Well deserved. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks to all the members again, and we'll hope if we'll get June straws on the go from the next home game. Thank you very much.
So well done, yeah.
There you go.
Good
Fair
stuff.
play to you.
Yep.
That's good. Good numbers drawn out. Good entering. Good winning.
Yeah.
Keep it
Well done
rolling.
to everyone who's a part of the 500 club as usual.
Yeah. Thanks to Aidan Campbell for conducting the draw for us this time.
Yeah, we might get Trevor on some week to chat about it. Maybe. No. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Just instead of us like being like, yeah, that was good, wasn't it? Now what's next? Like actually kind of for people that are watching, maybe a bit more of a kind of behind the scenes and a bit of a better overview than us three can provide.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good idea.
except without he pretending that he watched it.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. We could do a live draw. No,
Ooh.
We'll discuss this.
this is not.
Nigel does not want to commit to anything.
Yeah,
I
well,
can say
this is
no
a
on
great
when we're
start to the show.
recording. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about this later.
Yeah. Okay. This
Anyway,
is a really good start.
we-
Okay, yeah, Drogheda.
Drogheda.
Oh.
That game happened. So here's some highlights.
His deliveries have been good so far. Drilled delivery this time over to the far side. Bobbles again in the area. Chance! Great save from McGinley. Brilliant save. Just stuck out an arm. Great chance for Drogheda United. But a brilliant save from McGinley. Drogheda created. Came via deliveries from Murray. And here he is now. Looking to ping this one in with the right boot. Oh, he's gone for goal here. And McGinley forced into a save again. It spills there and goes across the face of goal. Comes out again. Blocked. Still alive for Drogheda. Well, what an effort that was from Ronan Murray, but McGinley was alive to it. And Markey has come across to offer himself as an option here if Murray wants to go short. I think he's going to go direct again, however. Good connection on this one again to the back post, and again McGinley forced into the save. It's Mark Doyle with the free header. McGinley turns it over the bar. Another really good chance for Drogheda. This is a lot of pace behind it, goes all the way over, and Foley cutting a frustrated figure there.
Yeah, he's not got much of a chance with that ball now, so Mark's put too much on it, and there's no chance Adam Foley's going to get in the end of that.
Well, here's a block down from Barry McNamee again. The work rate from Harps reaping some reward, and McNamee plays it infield to Foley. Possibilities here, perhaps. Shot sent in just past the post by Conor Barry. Well, what an impact that would have been. Really deft flick from him off the outside of the right boot, almost snuck inside that left hand upright. Finn Harps in fifth, just a point between them, and nothing really between them here tonight so far. Here comes Will Seymour. McNamee spreads it across. Webster's going to have a go. Great effort from Webster, just to the right and wide. Struck it right on the money. A real chance. As we mentioned, 3 under-19s on the bench tonight for Drogheda United. Some players out through injury. Gary Deegan suspended, of course, as the ball delivered now by the visitors. Hanging up in the sky again. McGinley comes for that one. He's been really composed under the high ball this evening, as he tends to be most times. Anytime we've seen him for Finn Harps. Here's Owolabi chasing after this one. He's got around Brown. Has he been hauled down? Derek Tomney with a decision to make. Goal kick is the end result. Well, Finn Harps not pleased with that at all. Again, Doyle. And now it's Clark into the area. McElhenney is strong in the challenge and gets it away, and now McNamee trying to keep it going forward. Owolabi has some space here now, and can he make something of this? Owolabi goes through. He's been unceremoniously hauled down, and that's a red card for Luke Heaney. Owolabi was tearing through. There were players back, and Drogheda not overly pleased with that decision, but red card is the decision. Still there for Harps, back into the danger area. Brown has won it though for Drogheda United, and he's got some space in front of him too. Hasn't got a whole lot of support alongside him, but he's keeping a hold of it well, Brown. Brilliant play from the captain, and then plays it through Lyons, trying to get on the end of that. Is that a free kick? Looks like it might be. Webster has got a second yellow card, it looks like, and his evening is over. Chris Lyons hitting the deck on the edge of the area. So a second red card in this match. And Webster's evening is over before the final whistle sounds. What an opportunity this is, in virtually the dying embers of this match. Dane Massey with the opportunity from the edge of the area here to give Drogheda United all 3 points. He's got a big wall in front of him. Player going down on the ground as well to try and keep this one out. Massey steps up. Oh, what a goal from Dane Massey. He's done it again. Wonderful strike from the edge of the area, and Dane Massey gives Drogheda United a huge 3 points here at Finn Park, surely.
Sort of highlights, I suppose you could call that. But look, positives to take from that. Mark Anthony McGinley's performance again.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and that's the one thing you can kind of take away from the highlights there. The only thing you can take away from the highlights is his couple of saves, but that one save in particular that he got the fist down and put it up over the bar. There's very little better saves you will ever see in the League of Ireland. It's just, that was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous. And even, it's kind of done the rounds on Twitter about it as well. And every time you watched, you're kind of like, how has he managed that? Do you know what I mean? And the season, like league-wise, is kind of maybe blighted by maybe a few more mistakes than you're used to seeing and whatever. But that's, some, world-class, outstanding goalkeeping.
Yeah.
Yep. Well done, Mark Anthony.
That's what you're there for.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
Yeah.
Going to thank you for
Great
that.
job. No, I think over the past 2 seasons, I think he was very much an underrated goalkeeper in terms of kind of the league. But hopefully, he's a bit more rated now, really.
Or not. I don't want anyone to come and try and take him away.
Yeah.
I do. Like, Hearts fans know how good he is, and if it just stays that way, I'm happy enough.
Yeah,
well.
but no, after that game, we caught up with Mark Russell for a chat as well. And this is what he had to say about the game. They don't come much worse, really, Mark, the last-minute winner.
That's football for you, isn't it? Obviously, the boys are absolutely gutted. The least we deserve is a point, but obviously, them scoring the last minute's disappointing.
Yeah. Well, look, we had chances ourselves. It kind of denied, we'll call it, controversial penalty decision. There was controversy over the last-minute call there for the ref, but there's positives to take from the game as well. Some nice football played. We broke them down well at times. Something to take into Monday.
That's it, we played well. Obviously, I'll come on myself at half time, but obviously the team kind of been doing well recently, but obviously we're gutted because I don't really know what to say. We're just absolutely gutted with the result, but I suppose that, need to take the positives that we've played all right and created a few chances, and we'll take that into Monday's game. Hopefully we can put things right. Yeah,
well, it's a big game now on Monday. Waterford's not going too well at the minute. To be targeting a win there again to bounce back.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully we'll go up there and play even better than what we did tonight, and hopefully we'll come and at least get some points anyway.
Yeah, there's a couple of men coming back from injury as well. The fight for place is going to be tight again now coming into the mid-season.
Obviously the boys know we've got a big squad here and we're all capable of starting games, so it's a hard decision for Ollie, but a more than welcome one, I'd say.
Yeah, no, look, fair play to Mark for talking after the game. After
it was a hard one. Yeah.
The way that ended, you wouldn't really have blamed any of them for kind of saying, "Look, like lads, not tonight." But Mark's been part of the squad for a couple of years now, and there's not that many that maybe come from further afield and stay more than a year or two. So it's a kind of testament to his role in the squad and the club, and he obviously kind of likes being around the group and that. But it's fair play to him for talking.
Yeah, no, look, you know yourself. Mark's a young enough fella still. Like, he's still only in his mid-20s, but he's a really experienced head in the dressing room as well. That he knows the league here now well enough after being here. This is his 3rd or 4th season here now. He's a good career in Scotland before that as well. Like, so he's an experienced player, and he said it himself that it was about bouncing back, going into the Waterford game, and that's the kind of attitude you want coming out of a horrible defeat. Really,
Yep.
There's not a lot you can say about the defeat. It was crap. But look,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But the experienced heads need to lift the dressing room again after that, and that's what he's there to do.
You mentioned bouncing back there. How'd that go?
Well, shall we find out?
Let's.
Oh,
I mean,
Jesus. Good cry.
there's no words really.
Out here in the open expanses of the RSC, it looks pretty good. And here comes Maskell for Waterford. Great chance, and it's there. Well, would you believe it? Must have been his body, no free kick. Good cut out by John Martin, who is tackled by Mark Coyle. The Finn Harps midfielder claims he got the ball, but the referee says no. They've only scored 5 before today. I say played 11 because, of course, one of them was awarded to Sligo Rovers without the game being played. Nice little turn by Russell. The cross is good. Boyd! What a save by Brian Murphy. It's in Head in the Game Park, and it's Ronan Murray who's put Drogheda United ahead 1-0 after 35 minutes. Drogheda United in 4th place. And here comes Seymour! Good effort. Well, probably 6 of the top of the table coming to the mid-season break. Owolabi trying to burst through the centre. He's got there, but this goal won't count. The referee's whistle had gone. A little bit of pushing maybe on Dara Power, but Power, that is the word for the way Owolabi ran with the ball there. But he's lost out here to Barry McNamee, and Owolabi comes inside O'Keefe, and it's still Owolabi. Whoa, what a goal that would have been. Brilliant run by the young man brought in today by the Finn Harps coaching staff. So many years now. I think they're actually the longest serving coaches with any one team in the division. Up against Mark Bircham, who's the newest. Referee's going to give a yellow card here to James Waite. Here comes Maskell. He thought about a crack there. Here's Waite. McGinley comes out to it, and he didn't get the ball. Coyle had to clear it away. It's blocked. But since half-time, Finn Harps haven't created a lot yet. But here comes Owolabi powerfully on, and Boyd, what a save!
What a save. Wow.
Well, that's the second time Sean Boyd must have thought he'd scored a goal tonight, and Brian Murphy has denied him on both occasions. 6 of them waiting for this free kick from Barry McNamee. Floated in and headed away by John Martin. First to it is Foley, and now O'Sullivan, the 2 substitutes combining. Cross comes in, Owolabi got his head to that, just wide of the post. As it sailed over Collins' head, he was caught under it. So it'll be McNamee again. To the far post. Oh, how did they not score? McElhenney was at the far post, and diving in, I think, was Ethan Boyle, but he's put it over the bar. Powerful play, and their possession in the second half. Haven't had too many chances, but maybe one here for Owolabi. On the outside, tackle from Power, penalty kick. Dara Power came into the challenge from the wrong side, and I don't think the referee had much choice there. It's a penalty.
Yeah, he's...
Barry McNamee, who's already scored from the spot this season, and he does it again, driving it low to bring Finn Harps back into the game. It's Waterford 1, Finn Harps 1. McNamee scored a goal against Dundalk a couple of weeks ago, and now scoring a goal here from the spot. And here comes Foley, powering past Evans. Collins was caught in hesitation, and Foley puts it in. Less than a minute between the 2 goals. Finn Harps have turned it around, and a marvellous finish from Adam Foley puts him top of the scoring charts. It's Waterford 1, Finn Harps 2. At the end of a very entertaining match, there's going to be 5 minutes of added time. In it comes, headed goalwards. It was there for somebody. Dara Power swings it in. Referee blows his whistle. One of the Finn Harps players is down injured.
Yeah, well, bounce back they did.
Bounce back ability, as they say.
That's the word. That's what I was going to use. That was the epitome of bounce back ability. That was bouncing back from defeat, bouncing back from a bad first half, and absolutely dominating the second half of a match. And in truth, should have won by more, but quite happy just to see 3 points on the board there again, and another Foley moment.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like that really couldn't have got off to a worse start with Waterford scoring after 2 minutes or whatever, and were really slow out of the gates and just took a while to settle. But then, you know, like you said, maybe if we were a bit more clinical, could have had 5 or 6 goals another night. Brian Murphy also is a very good keeper and made some great saves. Yeah,
a couple of big saves from him, from Sean Boyd in particular. He got 2 saves off him.
Yeah,
I think Sean Boyd would be kind of kicking himself really that he didn't get on the score sheet. Tunde as well would be kicking himself that he didn't get on the score sheet, even though he had a perfectly legitimate goal ruled out for a foul. But look, that's them's the breaks, and that's football. But on another night, as you say, we could have got 5 or 6 goals. But look, the most important thing was to get 3 points on the board again after the Drogheda game. Lift the confidence a bit again, get on the score sheet after another couple of games without goals, and the goals have been hard come by for us this year. And thankfully, Adam Foley stepped up to the plate again. What a goal by him! That as you say, Gareth Bale-esque with that Real Madrid goal, but he the way that he just left him for dead, that was outstanding. Like,
nobody knew Adam has that pace, right? That's like brand new.
He ran around Joey O'Brien last year, but obviously Joey O'Brien's not Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
So
not blessed with pace, is he?
Yeah, well, not anymore, maybe. But that'll happen. But no, it was it was probably a good performance all in all. The getting off to the kind of slow start maybe soured maybe your overall perspective on it, because we did dominate most of the game. Waterford didn't really have any other chances bar that first couple of minutes. Like you said, Foley popped with another great goal. Barry McNamee was fantastic again. Even his pass through to Tunde, which led to the penalty, was it's an outrageous through ball. Tunde himself had a fantastic game. He really, Waterford couldn't deal with him. There was 3 or 4 times he burst into the box and they just didn't know what to do. They couldn't handle him.
Yeah, well, it's kind of what we. I'm not going to say we expected, but we came to anticipate from Tunde's arrival this year. From all the chat of FC United fans, and this was all like this guy he's quick, he's strong, he'll get through defenses, and that's exactly what we've seen last night. We've been kind of waiting for him, and delighted for him as well. That. I'm sure he's delighted with his performance as well after last night. That he's really put down his name now to start again against Sligo, and he'll give Ollie headaches now if he keeps performing like that. As I said, I think for me, the goal that he had disallowed was fine. It's perfectly legitimate. You've seen the highlights of it there. I think the defender went down far too easy, but look, more times than not, the ref is going to give that as a foul. Yeah. And it's one of those things. I think Tunde's still learning at this level as well. In the League of Ireland, it's a very physical league as well, and that's just the breaks of it.
Yeah, no, and of course, but we did put in a good shift, and so did a few of the boys that came into the team. The likes of Dunleavy and Russell didn't start there on Friday, and they were ready to kind of come in and fight and go hard at it. And it's kind of like we've talked about it a few times, but there is that strength and depth, and also the strength of character. They could have easily thought that it wasn't going to be their night with the chances that weren't going in and the way things were going, but they kept at it, like they've said they will, and they kind of proved it time and time again that they will just keep at it, and they got their rewards. Nice to get a penalty too, because there's a few games I think we've been.
It was a long way coming, really.
Stonewall. There's been even against Drogheda. On Friday, Tunde I think should have had a penalty there when James Brown hauled him over.
Yeah.
There were a couple against Waterford back when we played them in Finn Park. There was a couple of Stonewall, I thought, and we haven't got a sniff on. So we were kind of due, really.
Yeah, no, look, it's one thing I noticed as well online. A lot of comments by Waterford fans and even neutrals that watched the game. The watch LOI footage didn't do any favors to the penalty decision, but when you seen our behind the goal camera, that's it's a stonewall penalty. It just kind of fell very nicely for us the way the camera was facing. But that there's absolutely no arguments can be made. It's a stonewall penalty, and and fair play to Tunde as well. Like he does the way he kind of burst through into the box there, and managed to draw the foul as well. It was very, very, very well played by him.
As I say, he's got pace, he's got power, he's powerful. That's a word for him, because when he does a break, he just he goes for it. So we've seen that a few times during the season now, and it's very good for him and for us that it finally paid off for him. He was very frustrated after the game against Drogs, so it's really good to see that he came back and yeah, my son's here giving me the switch, so there's that. Aye, thank you.
Yeah.
And
anyway,
just
Add that to
quickly,
the cutting pile anyway.
I was going to mention, great to see Mark Timlin get on again, and you can see that he's kind of been back training and playing a bit more. You could see whenever he came on, he was very sharp. He put in a couple of great crosses. Even towards the end of the game, was able to carry the ball into the corner, and you just that bit of kind of creativity and quality when to get around a man and kind of create that space and stuff. So I think hopefully now with kind of a bit more time ticking on, we can see him start to play a bigger role as well.
Absolutely, we all know the quality that he has. It's fantastic to see him back again after another long injury stretch out, and the little niggles and all that he's had himself this year. I'd really would love to see him get a good stretch now. Injury free. Hopefully it's behind him and he can kick on now and get himself back fit and playing and in the team, and he's a valuable asset to us. So
yeah.
But
anyway, we've spoken about Waterford for ages.
Yeah.
Yep. Moving on.
As we said, Tunde is a man that seems to be settling in now. We hope that we helped that along somewhat, because myself and Ben caught up with him recently enough there to see how he was settling, to see how he was getting on, mostly with the local language. It's not quite English that a lot of Donegal's people would
Definitely
speak,
not.
as Ben knows well.
Yep. Very well.
We decided to test Tunde's knowledge of the local language, and this is our Donegal Tunde segment. Let's see how we got on with this.
Yeah, Las Vegas in the hills of Donegal.
We've put in a few words that you might not know, and we thought you should coming into Donegal. So the first one is turf.
I went to the bog and I bagged some turf.
What do you think turf is?
Can you say it again, please?
I went to the bog and I bagged some turf.
Give us a guess. What do you think it is?
Food?
No, not quite.
Not really, no.
It's a heating supply.
Okay.
It's a natural fossil.
Natural fossil fuel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So next word, and that's a big one, and I've fallen badly on this, right? Shift.
How do you put that into a sentence?
Without giving it away.
Without giving it away.
Yeah.
I met this wee girl last night and we get with a shift.
What do you think that is?
I don't know.
Any guesses?
Oh my god. Your company, you love? Something like that? I don't know.
Hey, it goes a step
I
further.
could go in there, yeah.
Would you say it's a French kiss?
It's like in England it'd be snogging.
Snugging. Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Right?
Obviously we're not going to do the accent to show you that.
Yeah. Okay, so next one, rare.
Rare.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you met him the other day, he's wild rare.
Friendly?
Quite the opposite. He's a very strange chap.
There you go. Okay. Right, next one, handling.
We'll say we get to the end of the season and pitch is starting to tear up a bit. While handling, getting it ready for the next game.
Difficult.
Yep, very difficult. Yep, very good.
So we should get lazy.
Okay. Next one, while.
The weather was quite bad the other day.
Oh wow. Very bad.
An expression to
To kind of exacerbate something, to
Yeah.
make it like worse.
Worse.
A word I don't know either, so I'm looking forward to this. Foundered.
I was foundered in Dundalk.
Cold.
Oh.
Okay. Header.
I got one last night, a text message.
Header.
Header.
Mark Anthony McGinley is a bit of a header.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. And the last one, lock. Lock.
Give me a lock.
If you want to lock a ticket, you go to Ireland.
What's March to August?
A lot? Many?
A handful.
A handful, a few, yeah. Very good. How'd you find them?
Not bad.
Not bad?
You think you'd be able to communicate with the locals now?
There you go.
I'm sticking with my normal English.
God love him.
I love him indeed.
You did it a couple of weeks ago, obviously, and he wasn't even that long in the country, and then he's got you guys just kind of throwing words at him,
Shouting words at him in random sentences,
with a camera on him, so he's got nowhere to turn to. He's trying to not tell you to get away or leave him alone.
See, he's too nice to tell us to get away.
Yeah,
So we kind of we pressed him for another thing and another thing. I think we ended up there for like 2 hours with him, doing just bits of everything.
The poor
and he
guy
never
thought
told us to go away.
The poor guy thought he was just turning up for a simple interview, and he ended up getting all these random words thrown at him and going, "Tell us what this means."
I think at some point we went right now outside. Oh, there's another. Oh yeah, it's 103. 103. 103. Like
but even do you think you're asking these these words, and he has no idea what they mean, like, and he's to try and pretend and like hazard a guess. If I go to somewhere else and they say, "Oh, what's so and so?" How do I know it's like a table or a plant or do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just naming things in front of me here. But dude, how are you meant to kind of have any kind of educated guess?
Well, that's the whole point. Now he knows them. So there's that.
Will we quiz him again and see if he
at the end of the season what he's like?
End of the season, we'll go for another one, definitely.
I was just going to say he'll be going home and saying yes, sir, to everyone. So anyway, another game this weekend. The last one for the mid-season break as we welcome Sligo to Finn Park. Looking for revenge, I suppose, for the game in the showgrounds. Mark Anthony McGinley will be certainly fired up for this one. I suppose of all people, he'll be looking to rectify what happened down there, and I like Sligo's flying high at the minute, but they didn't look any better than us down there. It was a mistake that separated the two teams, and there's absolutely no reason we can't go and have a go at them. Like, we have a good record against them the last few seasons, especially in Finn Park, and I think this is the kind of game we can surprise people.
Yeah, I think there has to be a bit of that we obviously played against them, and it wasn't our best game, but it was a mistake, kind of infrequent one that caused her to not pick up a point. And so we'll be looking to since that. They've kicked on their top of the league, and we've had a bit of a kind of an up and down stretch. And so the players will be looking, thinking, here, they're not any better than us. Like even games I've watched this Sligo, they've been good, but I haven't seen this kind of fantastic team. Like there's no reason we can't go out and get a result against them.
Yeah. Well, look at the Waterford game showed that we're creating chances now. It's about kind of converting them now, and Foley back in scoring form as well is a big plus. Tunde getting into form is a big plus. Seymour and Coyle been very, very good.
Even Barry McNamee has a couple of goals in the last 3 games. Although
Barry has a couple of goals,
but
a big plus then again is the lads coming back from injury. We're getting close to the full squad again, and that's I think the mid-season break has come at a good time in that respect to give them lads that extra 2 weeks to get themselves fit again. I think it's fallen very well for us, and it's good. The competition for places is back there again.
Yeah, it's also a shame, and we've said it countless times, but there are still no fans back in the ground. Could you imagine, the crowd Sligo will be bringing? This would be a massive derby. This would be packed to the rafters.
Oh, absolutely. Like
maybe in that respect, it's maybe good. They don't have that away support coming with them.
Yeah, but like I don't care about Sligo fans, like, so.
Oh no, not me. Sure, I don't either. But just in terms of like an occasion,
I
obviously
know,
would have
yeah,
been
absolutely, yeah. No,
would have been a
the
massive
occasion
Finn
would be
Park
huge.
night.
Like,
Yeah.
when's the last time we've been sitting 4th and 5th in a Premier Division table? It was 99. Like,
yeah.
The last time Sligo were winning the league was 2013, was it, or 12?
12, 13, all of it. Sure, a while ago. Like,
as you say, you'd be talking a sold out game, like, easy.
yeah. Probably you should flag, just because we talked about it earlier, that we're maybe nearing kind of suspension territory. There's a few lads on four, not that it's that big deal, but people on 4 yellows that it's a good thing we're kind of getting back to a full strength squad, because now is the time you've played a few games, you're going to accumulate 3, 4 yellows, and if you get another 1 or 2 you miss games.
We have a lot of players on either 3 or 4 yellows. I think by my count we have Carl and Tunde on 4 yellows and several players on 3 yellows. So as you say, it's getting to dangerous territory. At the same time, as if you're going to get suspended, is there a better time to get suspended than when we have a very tough run of games? You want, like, to us, we want to be beating the teams below us. Anything against the teams above us is bonus territory. So when you have that very tough run of games coming up, the likes of Shamrock Rovers and that's coming up soon, is possibly there's no good time to be suspended, but the better time to be suspended against those sort of teams rather than your Longfords and Waterfords and the teams below you in the table.
Yeah, but that's why you have a squad too. At the end of the day, suspensions, injuries, you don't want to have them, but that's why you have a squad of players, and that's why this year we have one of the strongest teams we've had in quite a long time, is to be able to cope with anything we're missing.
Yeah, but sure, look, we can only wait and see how it goes.
Sure, we'll take a cut off it, as Ollie would say, and see how far we get.
This is it. So I guess we'll wrap it up and say thank you to Kinnegar, as always, for sponsoring.
Yeah,
they've been very good to us, and they will continue to be very good to us, I hope.
yeah. As Friday's the last chance for any more goal of the month for May entries.
Yep.
So there'll be a few kind of decent goals to pick from now for this month. So hopefully they add a couple more to the reckoning.
Yeah. No, look, there's some quality goals there, and I know Mark Russell was very disappointed to miss out on the goal of the month last time, even though he didn't score. So
he's got a chance on Friday.
Chance for Mark now on Friday to get his goal in for the May competition, and obviously then the goal of the month competition, as brought to you by Kinnegar, will be up in next week's show, and I'm looking forward to that actually.
Until then,
up the harps. Up the harps, and good luck to the boys on Friday.
Good luck.